Boxing Muscle here, and today we're gonna go over my boxing training session and why I do specific things and why in that specific order. So here we can see I am jump roping. Now, jump roping, aka skip roping in boxing, is you're seeing it right now. It's not the typical jump rope where I'm just jump roping, right? Skipping is what you're seeing now, which is the feet switching up the way they're switching up. Now, there's also a reason why I am not staying in one place. I am also at times stepping forward, going backwards, focusing on one leg at a time. Many reasons to why I am skip roping for boxing and the benefits, and one of them is that skip roping emulates the footwork in boxing. When we're boxing, we want to be light on our toes always and agile. We always want to be able to move without getting tired. And that's what skip roping helps with. It helps your legs have endurance and be able to last throughout the rounds. Also, it's a very good conditioning exercise because you can do it in different ways, such as like you're seeing skipping. You can do a typical jump roping session. You can do one-legged jump rope, double unders, the fast ones that you're seeing right now as well, which the double unders are amazing for the last maybe 20 to 30 seconds of each round. And everything that we do in boxing is for 3-minute intervals with 1 minute rest in between. Now, I've said it again, if you found me from YouTube, maybe I haven't spoken about this here, but if you're a beginner, you can start with 1.5 to 2 minute active intervals and 1 minute rest. But the goal is for you to be able to stay active for 3 minutes and rest 1 minute. Now, if you get a little bit stuck on the jump rope, you keep slapping yourself with it, you keep whipping yourself with it, that is totally fine. Rome wasn't built in a day. Step by step is how we get better day by day. So try to count the skips. Say, I'm gonna do 3. 1, 2, 3, and say on the third one you get slapped with the jump rope. Don't stop. Again, do 3 more. Again, do 3 more until you find the rhythm and until you get used to the hand-eye coordination. But do not give up. After the 3 rounds of jump rope, the warm-up, I went straight to the water bag, the uppercut bag. Why? Everyone has a specific goal. Mine personally is to train my uppercuts at this point. Uppercuts are one of my favorite punches. I've had very, very good luck when I was competing with the uppercuts. The uppercuts are the ones that made the most damage for me, like when I was fighting. The uppercut is the sneakiest punch, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people are not really training the uppercut how they're supposed to. So I focus on the uppercuts first, and as you can see here, I'm also rolling underneath the bag. So what's most important for me may not be the most important for you, but the conditioning on this bag, if done properly, is way, way better than a typical heavy bag. Because with the typical heavy bag, you can't really practice your rolling. Yes, you can do it as if you're shadow boxing, like the bag is not like the water bag where you can actually literally roll under it and it's more realistic, but to each their own. The typical heavy bag is still obviously crucial and you must train with that bag first before you go to the uppercut bag as seen right now. And one thing, if you haven't noticed, is I never try to stay in one place. In boxing, when you're training, whether it's shadow boxing, whether it's jump rope, whether it's bag work, my philosophy is you need to make it as realistic as possible. Even if you're not competing, if you want to train boxing correctly, then you have to train as if you're actually fighting. Always keep your chin tucked. I train a lot of people, and on the heavy bag, they tend to get more relaxed with the chin. They expose their chin. If you see how I'm punching the bag, my chin is always down. It doesn't matter whether there's an opponent in front of me or it's a bag in front of me, or it's shadow boxing. I'm going to move my head the same way I'm going to move it in the fight when I am training hitting the bag whatever. Always make your training as realistic as possible. Whether the heavy bag, whether the uppercut bag, whether shadow boxing, etc., etc. After a few rounds on the uppercut bag, then I go to the regular heavy bag. Like I said, the regular heavy bag, very crucial. Now, the only difference with the uppercut bag, obviously, you can't practice your body shots, which means you can't practice switching levels. So like from head to body, body to head. Also, obviously, the typical heavy bag is a lot harder on the joints. Now, you may not care about your joint health, but because I'm not one of those generic coaches and I've felt pain in my joints and I still to this day, I try to give the best advice out there on which bag is healthier for you as well. It's a whole science behind it and shit. But again, if you notice, I am punching the bag with intention. My intention is to mimic an actual boxing match. I am moving, I'm coming in the pocket, using my forearms, countering, moving the head, moving my feet always. A lot of you get tired, but if you want to have proper endurance and stamina, you have to force yourself to move. That's how you build the stamina and endurance. That's the whole point of boxing. You need to push through the pain and the agony and the exhaustion. How can you do that? Learn to breathe. That's why we breathe in boxing. So as you can see, I am exhausted hitting the bag, but I'm still going. That's what you should be doing. Again, it's not just the breathing, it's also pushing, pushing, pushing. Don't be a punani. This is boxing. Boxing is not a joke. It's better off you die of exhaustion in training than in a fight, if you decide to fight or if you're trying to take boxing serious. And take it from a two-time New York champion, okay? But do not overtrain your body. And if you're looking for proper guidance on that, because a lot of people are confused, you can just send me a DM on my Instagram. I will answer you with a voice note and possibly with a call if you are serious about boxing and transforming your life. And here's a little bonus for you, because I did have some extra energy and I do like to do some strength training, sometimes pre-boxing training, sometimes post. This happened to be post, and it was a body weight session because obviously the boxing session had killed me. I really didn't want to do any weights. And so the first exercise is obviously very wide grip pull-up with neutral grip. It'll get you a massive back and it's going to help you with being stronger, okay? Now, obviously, I like to look good as well, okay? The next is dips. And as you can see, I go deep and controlled with my knees to my chest, just to target the chest more instead of the triceps. Then I do commando pull-ups, one of my favorite pull-up variations. Not only does it work your lats, but it also works your chest. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it. And after, it's the shorty push-ups. And last but not least, neutral pull-ups. You can never go wrong with pull-ups of any variation. Now, as you can see, when I cannot do any more full range of motion reps, I do shorties. If you do not know what shorties are, do your due diligence, but it came from prison. No diddy. Hope you found something interesting in this video. Hope that it may motivate you, maybe help you out with your programming. But if you do need help, one-on-one coaching and guidance for boxing, body transformation, or supplement protocols, or maybe even everything together, like I said, you can leave a comment down below, message me on Instagram, you can even message me on YouTube now, and let's get to it. Boxing muscle, baby. Let's go.